Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good whatever time of day, maybe for you ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Layback Gamer, and we are back with a brand new series of Rimworld called Doomsday Countdown. And it's a bit of a special series because, well, we have a special guest coming all the way from the Factorio universe, engineer guy, engineering dude, whatever, however you want to call it. Yes, this is a series dedicated around sort of a prequel to the modded version that I'm going to be playing on. Try that again. This is a prequel to the modded Factorio series I have planned to play as far as I plan on doing a modded series on Factorio once I finish the original game, which I should be uploading videos for that. I don't know if it's going to be this week, but it's definitely going to be in the near future. Like, think sometime in August when I'm going to start uploading Factorio videos. But yeah, this is a prequel to that future series after I beat Factorio the first time around. And I tried to model this guy as close as I could to what the engineering guy looks like. Obviously, I didn't have a way to get like a full visor across his face, but he's got a jacket on, he's got some black equipment, which I think that Factorio guy would have. I don't know what kind of shirt he has on, but I just put a normal shirt. And he's got a hard hat. Plus, he also has a slightly custom xenotype. That being, he's a genius. He's breathless because for some reason that guy doesn't need a spacesuit to breathe. Maybe that's his own exosuit helping him there, but still. He has an innate mech link because in Factorio you can build drones and command around robots. And I figured that would be an appropriate thing to push into this guy's head. And at a trade-off, he's got a Psychi dependency, a smoke leaf, which not happen there. But it's fine. Is what it is. I had to balance it out a little bit because this was kind of, well, that's fine. The way it is. So, yeah, we have started with a crash land. Now, when I pulled this shuttle up, I didn't realize that it was going to have people spawning around us. We're not going to be recruiting them, though. They're dead. Right? Because one of the rules I've made for this series is that we can only recruit people who are in the Vanilla Quests expanded series. As well as, I kind of decided it after a failed run that I'll also take on the initial starting pawns that you get inside of a vault. So we're allowed to use those guys once we pull them free, but aside from that, we can't recruit, and there's no enslaving. I don't think our faction likes slaves. If they do, that's my bad. And we can't buy people to join as colonists. Can have prisoners, and we can have them for the purposes of trying to extract genes, but can't have any long-staying recruit. Now, creep joiners, I was on the fence on that one. I think I'm going to say no to creep joiners, but I can go ahead and arrest them and keep them as pawns for gene extraction, as well as the refugees. I'm going to say no, we cannot host any of them. They all get in the way of the tune of progress. Now you might be wondering, well, that's great and all, but how are you going to get the Ancients expanded one if you don't start within a vault? Easy. He started within a vault. So our engineer guy has taken the time to explore a little bit on the inside before coming back up to his ship, and he's going to deconstruct the remains. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started on the pilot episode. And we've got ourselves a little bit of resources here that we can go ahead and into all on the inside here. Go ahead and stuff hauled in. All this one. Now, the world that we're playing on, if you haven't seen the the setup episode, which I will be showcasing that off in a couple of weeks' time since I first put it together. This is the planet that we're working on. See, it's a toxic world. Pretty much, this world is dying. So much so to the point, well, it's dying and it's very lawless, as you can. So much so to the point that our only allies in the mercenaries and the Empire, and by that allies I mean they're not trying to kill us, are slowly going to be evacuating the planet. Every year, we mark off, depending on what the role is, some settlements may be leaving, some settlements might still be sticking around, but regardless, every year, 0 to 2 settlements will be leaving, and at some point, it'll be 1 to 3 settlements can be leaving. And that's also to say, not to say that the hostile factions on the planet could very much take out one of their bases and mark us as closer to that countdown. And the countdown is once all the bases are off, we have 1 year to get off the planet before the Empire commission the planet-killing weapon to destroy this place. The only way we're allowed off of this planet is through Charles, our AI. We're not allowed to build the ship. We might get advanced to be able to build parts of it, but we're not going to be allowed to build the ship. And so it's kind of a race to destruction, essentially. I've started us up here in this corner, and my hopes is that our AI friend is going to land somewhere in the Krilla Wastes. Make a truly epic pilgrimage all the way through all this Starland. It's going to be pretty toxic for, well, not for us. It might be for the people that we rescue, because we need to rescue all 5 of them. Currently 5. If any new quests get added in that makes sense to add into the series, I will be adding them in and have to go recruit people. In addition, we need to get a bunch of technologies. Working with this new tech tree for the first time, so we're going to need to unlock quite a few techs. I'm going to say at least everything up to industrial, and then pushing into spacer a little bit. We can't get up to here because we don't have the tech in order to reach that point. But we do have plenty of technology in order to get started with. So we have quite a bit of tech that we have to reach. I think I'm going to put myself as a soft requirement. We need all the way up to industrial tech research. Once we're finished with industrial tech, then we can start to work towards some spacer tech, but it's not quite required. That's because we're trying to set us up as kind of relevant to what the engineer guy would be able to have on the next planet, as well as get some extra useful stuff down here. Of course, we have all 5 currently available vanilla quests expanded, and we'll need to progress down their quest lines as well in order to unlock the people. We don't have to progress too far down on this one because he is available right away in here. But some of the other ones, like Cryptoforge, Cryptoforge. I think it's Cryptoforge. Anyways, that quest line, Dead Life, those 2 we have to pretty much go all the way down the quests, and we'll be, of course, trying to get as much rewards as we can. We're not allowed to use the grav ship, though I do have Odyssey enabled in order to enable some of the features, including we also have access to orbital traders. Now, these guys aren't going to be leaving at all. They're going to be sticking around here and conducting their own business from time to time. I am going to probably install a couple of new mods in this to allow for some space stations to spawn in. As well, we can't use a grav ship to get up due to the planet just being way too poisonous for a ship that big to go up and down. A shuttle is small enough that it'll be able to go up and then down. That being said, I'm not going to make it easy for us in that we can only jump a shuttle within the range of the base. So we can jump out to the maximum range and then jump back. And in order to be able to shuttle, we'll have to effectively leapfrog our way through. Kind of looks like we might be a good idea to do that over here because we have a mountain range it'll take us a while to get through. This is going to promote a lot of ground-based strategy, a lot of ground-based moving, lots of... I don't know where I was going to go with it. Anyways, you guys are very much dead. But bile power. Oh, I remember what I forgot to do. I forgot to turn on the anomaly settings. Okay. Change this in here. No, I can't. Change this, but... Oh, crud. I forgot... Oh, hold on. Wait a second. Here we're supposed to have... balanced... active... Guess I'll keep it at... There we go. So, it wasn't planned to have the monolith in on this, but I suppose I can keep it around for now. But we will end up being attacked quite a bit by anomalies and have to deal with them. Anywho, let's get this guy going. Start to sew this place up. I don't like that they dumped this power in. Don't really like that. That's a bit of a problem. Let's try to find our colonists that we're going to be working with. Ah, here we go. So these are our laboratory folk. Open up and go a little better. But let's first open up all the pathing in space. I think the first tech, by the way, that we're going to need, which is going to be biofuel. Okay, so we got that unlocked. So we immediately try to get that. Also want to get nutrient paste systems, so that will be chopping block. Microelectronics, biofuel refining. There we go. That's the first piece of tech that we're going to need. Play through. Up here, get these doors forced open. There's the vault that we will be going into. Wow. Your intellect skill is pretty good. Good to see, and you got a good crafting skill. Excellent. You're going to be a good researcher. Here, that's our starting. How big is this? Oh, it's a research. On there. It's not quite the setup I was hoping for, but we'll make do. So let's go ahead and open all of these up, and we'll see what we're working with here. Oh, and afterwards, we need to relocate these beds a little bit further up. You want to eventually go out and grab more. Alright, we have Catherine. We have a useless bug. And, okay, well, let's do a little bit of editing on this because everybody's going to need to be in our ideology. Where is our ideology list? Pardon me for a second. This is about the only time that you're going to ever see character screen opened up because we're done. That's it. Yep. Fine. They'll need to ideology. Go. Here. Also are a follower of our ideology. Excellent. Okay, so go ahead and rescue Chloe, but first let's go see what we're looking at here. Alright, so we're looking at a Insector, which, okay, he's got a hunger rate of 50%. Is that just like us? Yeah, it's just like us. So we're not going to be getting hungry very often off of Chloe. That's good. That's mainly because of these two and the Arcanite. You're also a genius, just like our engineer. have good prowess, meaning accuracy. It makes them impossible to hit in melee. Okay, so you're going to be a good melee fighter then. That is excellent to hear, because I do need a melee fighter. The downside is you do have an insect jelly dependency, and we don't have any insectoids on the map. At least yet, anyways. I'm sure we'll eventually get some insectoids, and we can hopefully, or go out and go raid for them. Why do you have this? Death in 2 years, yes. So, got lethal cell instability, which is bad. Carrier will die in 3 natural years. So you're just dead anyways, unless we can somehow find a way to remove this from you. And then we also have progress. Wow, you rolled the bad. Carries this gene more with generation. Okay, so as long as you don't have kids, you're fine. You're Masterful Cook and Masterful Miner. The Miner's actually quite good because I got to get a bunch of ore mined up. Right on. Oh wait, sorry. No, you are the. Oh, you're that one. Okay, you're just a terrible colonist. So Dizzy's not going to be around too much longer. No, sorry, my bad. You're the successful candidate who has Masterful Artist. Oh, great, I don't like that one. Gene Infector. Okay. Won't affect anyone who already has this gene. The Infector only transmits it. Transmitted. Okay, and you also have Levitation. That's not bad, because I can... this is actually potentially promising. We could effectively spread Catherine's genes to everybody as long as we back up on her. And this was not something I was expecting. So, I like this. I like this colonist. We just need to tailor her a little more in order to up a significant amount. But if we can do that, then she's going to be able to then give our other colonists like good xenogenes. Possibly just before you're about to die, I might go ahead and have Catherine infect you. That you end up living, because it should override your xenogerms here. Or it could possibly switch these all the way into endogenes, and then it's... And then we've got our Kin, who also I'm not really liking too much. Dangerous Raid and Survival Instinct High. Okay, I don't like that, because that's going to make my life a bit harder. You're also a coward, and... Oh, you have 11. Well, I guess you and Chloe are probably going to get along, because Engineer Dude does not care. You're also a master crafting, thank goodness, and foodless. Oh, wait. We don't have to worry about food on this guy. I like it. What? You're, I don't really want to pronounce that name every single time, but you're going to be quite good for our colony. You don't have to eat, and you're really good at crafting. So, you have a surprise. This is actually much better genes than my previous attempt did, which kind of crashed and burned when I had one person die, and then there was a couple other people that were about to die as well. So, yeah, I like this lineup here. You, I think you're just down... Oh, God, you are... Oh, my. I don't know if letting you out was... We're gonna have to fix you. Oh, God, you are so bad. Wow, you're bad. Oh, wow, you are very bad. That's, you're just gonna... The only good thing about you is you'll take less food. Anybody else suffering from anything? I know you're not. Extremely low hunger, so as long as we can keep your loving up, then you'll be fine. And I think I'm hoping that you two end up shacking up, and then you effectively have colonists that will never die from known efficiency. Here's... Oh, yeah. Here's... Okay, so that's our starting lineup. I do happen to like this lineup, so I'm going to be careful as to not get them killed. Except for Chloe. If I'm going to be honest, if Chloe is dead, then I see nothing lost. Nothing much lost. She's already a bit of a liability. I'm going to allow you to tend to yourself. And I will make doctoring your #1 priority. Where are you going to get? Got some medicine starting there. Play some food ball. We'll need to get some rice going in here. I also got a research bench, and another thing that's going to make this this run a little more difficult is we have research papers enabled, which is going to make things a touch bit harder for us, but nothing that honestly, nothing I can't. I've played with this mod before, I know what it's about, so we can go ahead and underway to ensure that we keep this research bench with enough papers around, and we're good to go. Alright, Dizzy. I think I may have you go mining a bunch. You're a good cook, and we'll want to make sure that we're always doing meals for the time being. That should be good enough. Don't have a whole lot of wood around here, sadly, and because of the map, we're not going to have a ton of it. Once we start going out to get ancient Greek beds, I think we should be okay, but I wouldn't hold my breath on that. If we can get Chloe to get up, I think she'll be pretty good for clearing out the underground, because she won't get hit in melee, and those creatures underground can only do melee damage. So once we get you out of bed, he should be fine. And it's cheap. Fine. Yeah, so we can create some lines and make her a little bit better. And worse in some areas, plus cosmetics. So we're not going to bother with that for now, especially since I need her to get up. I might just die in a year without insect jelly. I have no idea how I'm going to get that. Everyone's throwing up. It's very bad. Okay, engineering guy. Over here, please. Got plenty of food in these, so once we're starting to run low here, we'll start to use up. How is the people out here? Ah, they're dead. Very much dead. Okay, might not be dead. No point in keeping around. I should put somebody out here to haul that inside. Uranium. Need a copper ore, so come out here and grab that. Alright, come out here and grab this. Always no. Excellent. You're no longer bad state. Well, that's good. You also happen to be our best planter. Now, Dwight is pretty good as well. Okay, I'll just start. That doesn't matter. We'll need to get some oak leaf down, as well as hop, as well as psychoid, in order to keep engineer guy healthy. By the way, I won't be using Catherine on engineer guy to make it on his genes. We'll need a little bit of wood. Oh, we'll have one dedicated to wood, and I should put. Okay. The other one's I'm going to dedicate to peppers, because if I recall correctly, peppers, they have a 25% chance to get yellow peppers. Yellow peppers are a little more nutritious than the others, which means we require less of them. And they also harvest in the same yield. So as long as we have that with those in here, that'll be the best food. Out here, we should be able to grow desert numbers. It'll take us a while in order to plant them down, but we can use the sand for some food stuff. There's a monolith right there. We'll need activating that at some point. Or maybe I take that with us. I think I'll take it with us, and then once we're at our final location, then I'll force myself to activate. The other thing I will need eventually is steel and steel production, because we are playing with expanded materials, so we'll need iron and coal in order to make our own steel. Now, fortunately, we do have coal on the map, and I won't have to take wood and burn it into charcoal. And destroying a bunch of stuff inside this vault will also yield us a bunch of slag chunks, plus these vehicles outside here will aim as well. Have a little bit of mild steel, so I can build something out of mild steel. Their best builder. That would be you. Alright, let's overdrive. While I'm at it, let's go ahead and groundwork out for piping. By piping, I mean power conduits. Now make sure we're going... I don't like seeing them above the doors. That we don't there. Of course, always ensure that we have a little bit of redundancy panels in case somebody gets mad and snaps one of them. Nobody will ever question having a little bit of redundancy. Already existed. Why isn't it showing me? Never mind that. The other thing we'll need is some light. Quite a bit of light. I'm not working in a playthrough where I have someone who doesn't like the light. Definitely go ahead and get some bright lighting going on in here. Power conduit up there, no point in that. Here, guy, wake up, please. Let's get you to work on. And fair bit. Risk break. Why are you at a major risk break? Your needs look like no junk. Okay. Need to relocate around here. Oh, here we go. Go ahead and uninstall this. Reinstall it back inside, and if I have it spaced out, it'll make our junkers a little bit happier. I guess scrappers is a more appropriate term. I will need to get some of this mined out so I can get a embrasure formation up here. I don't know if we have access to embrasures just yet. Get to replace these, right? Room, don't have a whole lot of junk. Place this inside the barracks. I am eventually going to get everybody their own individual, but for now this will suffice. But that should hopefully at least make people happy inside here. This technically being considered surrounded by junk. Beautiful junk. Yep. All this stuff counts as junk. Have to be careful with it when it comes to research. Engineer guy is our best researcher, so I'll go ahead and put him on #1 research. And I will need to also do a collect a sample here. Oh, you'll only do it with normal steel. Okay, so just do it with normal steel then, and write papers. That's above. I think I'll only need one for now. And I will 10, but then pause when satisfied at till 1 is left over. And up here, zone criticals start going over and placing stuff elsewhere. It's just samples and paper. Go. Excellent. Very good. Very good in. Gonna play just a couple more minutes longer, and then that's pretty much going to wrap up the first episode. A little bit of setup, and we'll be preparing next time to send Chloe down into the vault before her insect jelly need is up. Now, if we can get a hiveling and have her, him or her, the prisoner, constantly produce royal jelly, that'll satisfy Chloe. The other thing would be getting a couple of insectoids and having them for us. Oh, chain shotgun. You're better at shooting. Let's get you to equip that. Chloe's going to be our melee specialist. Melee, and I just realized now you are pacifist, pretty much. Intolerance trial. Wonderful. The traits of our other people. Drunken Master, Iron-Willed. Okay, so busy. Traits is okay. The Iron-Willed's pretty good. You are an undergrounder with a chemical interest. Oh, goody. Chloe will never complain about being underground. An ideal patient. Nice. Catherine. And I never did check your traits out. I did mean to adjust your traits, so I might have his traits slightly adjusted. Probably adding a couple more. Oh, yeah. Kind of the plan that I have with guy. I hope that peppers are in the ground. They are also a decent way grown. So that is good. I do have a couple of organ boxes here, so why don't we go ahead and prioritize looting these guys. We'll having them. Hopefully they got human tonics. A heart on Chloe. Well, yeah, a heart would do her some good. A love enhancer and an animal venom fang. No dice there. If I do put that into Chloe, gotta make sure that I want to keep it around. Can I get you to maybe craft a little bit of this? I suppose I should also hold the doors open on the side of the vaults, so a little bit easier. I'll need to move this into a different room, probably here. This will be our. This is going to be our main workshop area. I think. What do I want? These two can be bedrooms, like large bedrooms. Be a series of smaller bedrooms, and we need to get some. So let's go ahead and pull this. Set these to be deconstructed, and all each on that. Take away the junk in this. Happy, but it's okay. Health. All there, and then 1, 3. We have a smelter in here. Yep, this is our current workshop. I'll be moving it out of here in a while, but for now we can go ahead and start smelting up slag. That ever get here, I think slag counts part of crafting, so you can just go ahead and do that. Very good. Oh, Oh, and also you can just drop this right on the floor. Nope. Quick. Visitor. Why is there still visitors able to in it? The settings up there. Use Dizzy while we have him. And the problem is I don't want to dig up too much, otherwise it becomes a headache to have to end again. I'll need to put a little bit of thought into him, what I'm going to do. But I think for now, ladies and gentlemen, because I've got some other things I have to attend to, I don't have a lot of reason app. Not a whole lot of goodies, sadly, but that'll be a future problem for me. For now, though, that's all for this episode. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button if you really enjoyed. Don't forget to share this video or any of the videos to anybody who you think will enjoy my content. Next time when we return, we're going to just continue to build up the base, get the initial startings going, and maybe even send Chloe into the vault to start clearing it out of all enemies down there. I'm hoping that she's not going to killed while down there. There's only 2 guys I can think of that would be rough, and ironically, it isn't the big guy. Those ones I think will be fine, because Chloe should never have to worry about being hit. Prowess. They are, well, nearly impossible to hit in melee, so she probably could get hit occasionally. May want to bring a weapon that can do damage. We'll let our first raider bring us the melee weapon to have Chloe use vault. And as I haven't used up any of you, yeah, good. Yeah. Just yeah. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, take it easy.